It's 2015 and Mommy is 21 now. At this very point in time, the #1 song on the charts is Blank Space by Taylor Swift. So it was my freshman year, 2012, and there was a poetry slam in Weasler, and there was so much talent at this slam, and so I tried to do a little research afterward to see if there was an organization on campus that did slam poetry, and to my surprise, there wasn't. And so my sophomore year, I took the initiative and I made the group, and then it took a year to be approved, but during that year I met my e-board and they helped develop the thought and the business plan and just the overall vision of the organization. And so it took a year, but we made it. Sound waves lift the curvature of my lips. No one knows poetry saved my life. There were times when I wanted to pick up a knife, but instead I picked up a pen. Poetry saved my life. Poetry is my life. I usually go where the emotion is at the time. So back in high school, middle school, it was about bullying. Now it's shifted toward social justice, letters to my daughter, about me, coming into myself and self-actualization. So it shifts, and I think in the future it'll shift again. You're growing up to be such a beautiful princess, but the news will attempt to drown us in modern variations of Sean Bell, Trayvon Martin, Amadou Diallo, Michael Brown, Oscar Grant, Eric Gardner, Dante Parker, John Crawford, Victor White, Milwaukee's own John Trey Hamilton, Tony Robinson, Walter Scott, and all the names that didn't make the news. I had to make a piece of paper just to remember them all. There's never a time when I get on stage and I'm completely comfortable. That's unheard of. I don't think any poet is completely in their element on stage. There's always that feeling of excitement or nervousness. And so there's a poetry slam tomorrow, and I'm very nervous for it, but I'm also excited, so it's a good nervousness.
You would have stayed up during days opposed to the nights where I would dance the night away like Whitney Houston. You never dared to tango with me.
You were too afraid that I'd step on the shoes that I bought you.
I never wore shoes before they made me caged. I was a free bird before you came along. It's like a free therapy session, actually, because like you're really channeling your emotions into something that's absolutely just like it's yours. Nobody can take your words from you. Like my writing, like Symone's writing will never be mine. My writing will never be Symone's, and that in itself is the coolest thing ever because I can channel my emotions and really just get everything out that I need to. Eternal love, Lord, we love each other. Lord, love us. Lord, love us.
I write poetry because I'm an unshoed foot. It works, but it doesn't. But I could use some support every now and then.
Ooh.
Even though poetry isn't the most normal thing in adult society, it's something that I think has a lot of benefits as far as writing goes or creative thinking. And so I want to take a lot of those skills that I've learned and carry them forward throughout my life. Even if I'm not doing slam poetry, I still want the structures and the foundations and the creativity of it to be a part of my life.